Imagine the same scenario, but you can do this. Zombie Driver is like Project Zomboid without anything that is in Project Zomboid, but instead you get a badass car, even cooler weapons and even bigger hordes. You just can't go wrong with this. The gameplay consists mainly of riding around and squashing zombies, where the variety of levels is much better than variety of weapons. You have Gatling gun, flamethrower, rockets and railgun, but on some levels you get no weapons at all and you have to scrounge for repairs cause you constantly get surrounded, and on other levels you get to ride a tank with infinite ammo. Despite that it released in 2009, the game has something that Dying Light 2 doesn't, which is working shadows and physical objects, and above all else, captivating storytelling. Your name is John Driver, and you are a taxi driver, and you live with only one purpose: to drive. When the zombie outbreak begins, because of explosion of chemical plant, of course, your first instinct is to get into your cab and start driving. After you rescued military base, everyone is thanking you and the game truly begins. You get to drive and kill lots of zombies, in the meantime save some survivors or destroy zombie hives like a badass that you are. Whenever someone enters your car, you don't say anything, cause usually their questions are stupid anyway. The military sometimes lets you drive their tank. After some days in Havoc you find a stranger, a girl that is actually nice to you. It's the first person that doesn't say anything stupid or annoying, so you just ride her to the base, constantly checking if she's real. She's perfect and real. When she leaves your car you feel empty. It was supposed to be just another mission, yet something was different. Her scent lingers in your car and you can't get it out of your nostrils. At night you are sent on another mission, but this time you can't focus at all. You forget the layout of the city, zombie behaviors, and eventually you barely get back to the base on your last breath. You are afraid to die for the first time since the outbreak began. When you get back you start looking for her, standing in the shadows and creeping to the base unseen. Yet you can't find her. Another night without rest. Not only you almost died, but you can't stop thinking about her. When your body eventually gave up, you woke up in the morning by the smell of fresh eggs and bacon, with a small note saying, "I can sleep too." You feel a small win, and you grin slightly for the first time in years. You are sent on another mission, yet this time you're absolutely focused. You are on absolute killing spree, the sun is shining, the sky is blue, and this velvet smell doesn't bother you anymore. When you get back to base with the goods, no one greets you for some reason. It's empty and silent. You go inside and find some blood on walls and floor, and suddenly you hear screaming. It seems familiar, so you rush in its direction with all your speed. It's her. She's in danger. You quickly dispatch the enemies with your bare hands. She thanks you and hugs you, ignoring the blood on your $859 Scorpion jacket. It's the first time in your life when a girl hugs you, let alone touches you. She said that everyone evacuated in a hurry cause there is a massive horde coming towards the base and the military just left all the people on their own. That's what military usually does, and you knew that, yet you still let them run the place. Turns out the colonel you saved a couple days ago made a deal with scientists to deliver secret military files and bomb the city afterwards. So now you have to go through the horde to get to him, before the time runs out. Because you can't speak to women, you never ask what's her name, or even reply to what she just said. You just turned around and walked towards the car, yet she followed you. She sits shotgun right next to you, a little bit too close, so you freeze for a moment and just stare into the void. She notices it and touches your shoulder, so you flinch for a second and come back to your senses. It's time to drive. You get through the horde, destroying hives and even massive zombies that are just massive blobs and random mashups of zombies with no particular order. You are too desensitized to even react somehow upon seeing it, yet you notice how the girl is scared. So to comfort her a bit, you stop in the middle of the road and try to talk to her. The first thing coming out of your mouth is random gibberish with a voice crack in the middle of it. So she looks at you and laughs. You laugh with her. Mission accomplished. You arrive to the Bascule Bridge that is sealing the way ahead. You meet 4 survivors telling you that you have to fill the generators to activate the bridge. After you do so, you wait patiently in the car while the girl tells you that she saw that exact scenario in some video game her boyfriend played before the outbreak. and that she wonders whether she will meet him again, cause technically they didn't break up. Your heart just got shattered and gone to the deepest parts of the Mariana Trench. You grip the wheel slightly too tight when all of a sudden you hear loud noise coming from the bridge. One of the generators broke down and someone has to repair it, but the sound was so loud that it attracted the horde. When you're about to leave the car and go on a suicide mission after what you just heard, all of a sudden one of the survivors runs past you and tells you that he will repair the generator and you have to take care of your girlfriend. Your heart at this point is not existent, so you don't even feel a thing after hearing it. So you go back to the car and stare into the void blankly. She asks what was that about, yet that's it for you. She's just another annoying survivor that asks stupid questions. You don't move an inch, and when the bridge came all the way down, you just went off without even looking at the survivors. You don't care what happened to the guy that fixed the generator. At this point you just drive and want it all to be over. After some time you finally reach the military base. When you drive up to the entrance, the colonel stands on the wall and greets you with talking about masculinity, about how to be a real man, and that men make their own rules and don't listen to anyone. You don't hear majority of the speech cause your windows are shut. You get out of your car and stare at the colonel without saying a word. He then tells you that the chopper will arrive in 2 hours, so if you want to stop him, you have to go through the gate and the horde that overtook the base. He told you that he's the only survivor and everyone died, so even if you stop him, there's no one to save. But you don't care. You breach the gate and start smashing to the horde where your entire windshield goes red. At this point you don't even know where you're going. All you see is red and all you hear are bones crashing under you. Eventually you get stuck, so you leave the car to see that everything is dead and there is absolutely nothing left out of this horde. You see the chopper flying by, so you grab the gear and rush towards it. When you reach it, the colonel tells you that the scientists will weaponize the virus and that the entire world will fear him and will pay him a lot of money so he doesn't release it. You know how stupid that is, so you shoot him right in the head. He drops the suitcase and it opens, scattering the files everywhere. You look at the girl and tell her to get to the chopper. It's the first thing you ever said to a woman, and probably the last. She tells you that you can go with her, but you know you don't want to. It's the end of the road for you. You watch the chopper take off and look into the horizon. Another horde is coming. You're out of ammo and fuel. As the sun fades, you hear faint radio in the distance saying good night and good luck.